Hello, goddesses. Hello and welcome to another holistic guidance right in the middle of the week, February 3rd. We've just started a new month and it feels so nice. I love February because it is a month where there's Valentine's Day, right? So everyone can feel love in their heart about something or someone or a special moment. So we really want to enjoy that. So if you're jumping on, say hello so I can see you. And if you're catching the replay, say hello as well so I can come back and hold space for you. So I'm really excited because we are still in the waning cycle of the moon. That means it's still about releasing and letting go and surrendering. And that is perfect, right? I'm sure you can feel the energies on that. And we have just entered into the Scorpio with the moon is in Scorpio right now. We've just entered it since this morning. So there's a lot of deep feelings all around that. Diane says hello. Hello, Diane. It's nice to have you here. Hello, Shirley. Shirley says hello, Isabelle. So happy to see you. As beautiful as ever. Oh, my turn to send you some hearts. I love that. Thank you, beautiful. I appreciate that. And I love when I do these lives that we come on and interact together and really rise up our energy. My goal is so when you come off these calls, you're feeling empowered and energized and excited, and that you've learned some stuff spiritually, and you are able to bring some healing into your space, right? I really want you to be able to feel into what we are exchanging. So if you have any questions or comments, please go right ahead. I love to exchange on that. Right. So tomorrow, third quarter moon. So it might be a lot of energy there. Hello, Amy. Welcome, sweetie. Nice to have you. So today and tomorrow, we want to take it nice and easy. Stefania, it's so nice to have you here. It's so nice. Welcome. And she says, your energy always makes me smile. Good, good. And helps me shift my energy if I need it. Oh, that's great. I love that. So for sure, when we come on here, all of us together, we want to think about that we're all here together. And then we want to align our hearts with that energy and know that there's beautiful, powerful women right here, right now, connecting to this frequency and this vibe, and just let it pass through us and exchange. So we're bringing in love and energy, and we're sharing love and energy and healing to anyone who needs it, right? Feels good. Absolutely. All right. So like I was saying, the moon has just moved into the Scorpio sign, so there's a lot of deeper feelings, and tomorrow is going to be the last quarter moon, so we want to check anything that hasn't been working for us. Now's the time to just let it go. Just surrender it. Just, yeah, that's enough. Right? You know what I mean? So we just want to let it go, and we're going towards the new moon. So when the new moon comes, then we're going to set some new moon intentions. But for the moment, we're releasing, we're shaking it off, we're surrendering, we're breathing out, all the same thing. Now, what's very interesting is, you've heard this, I'm sure, several times. Whatever you think about and focus on is what you get. But the funny thing is, that is sort of true. The real truth of the matter is, whatever you feel about is what you are creating. So just thinking something is one thing. But if you put some emotion behind it, woo, that's when manifestation comes in, right? So when you are thinking something positive and you're happy, right? So let's say that something wonderful happens to you. Let's say you're single, and or maybe not even single, but you go do your grocery shopping, because that's about all we're able to do presently, and you exchange this wonderful look with someone, and you can feel the connection, and it kind of gets you all tingly and happy, right? You're feeling it. And then you get to the cash, and the person at the cash is super nice. She has this nice smile, and you can see it through her mask, and she's kind. And then as you walk out of the grocery store, you look down and there's $5, and you're like, oh my goodness, this is going so great. But you see, it started off by allowing yourself to feel all happy and kind of tingly when a stranger looked and really saw you. So this is, kind of letting your external environment influence you. But you don't need the stranger. All you need is you. You think about what makes you all tingly and happy inside, right? And then you feel it. And when you feel it, you bring up your vibe and you visualize it, and then you will manifest it. The same is true on the other side of things. So if you are constantly thinking of something negative and visualizing that and feeling that, well, that could be one of the reasons that you're having those experiences in your life. So right now, and the moon is all about emotions. It's so emotional. So connect to the moon. Allow yourself, whatever energy she is giving off, take it in, and allow yourself to feel. If you're feeling overwhelmed or sad or angry or scared, it's the time to do the shadow work, to release it, right? And then jump into gratitude. Now, if you stay, right, in a negative emotional pattern, yes, it can show up in your life, but you know where else it can show up? In your body. We don't want that. So, let's take a few examples. Now, one of my favorite all-time mentors was Louise Hay, and she was such a gem, such a gift to this world. And I have been using her in my work for such a long time. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with Louise Hay. Let me know if you're familiar with her. And I just wanted to go over a few things. But lately, there's been a few people talking about physical pain. So physical pain is your body going, psst, I have information for you. And it's your body telling you that you're not quite aligned with what you need to be aligned. You already know that because you feel the pain, right? So the first step is really to recognize it. Recognize what's going on. Get the message behind it. Then you release it. And then you fill up that space with gratitude, with appreciation, with love. Sounds pretty easy, eh? But where do we start? Well, you can definitely start by recognizing that language. So the language of the body, what it means when it's giving you an ache or a pain or something like that. And yes, there are different techniques. So you can do timeline therapy, you can do NLP, you can do Akashic record work, you can do tapping, you can do regressions. There are so many. Diane says, yes, I love her books. She was amazing. And she actually died when she was 98, and she passed away in her sleep. Such a wonderful woman, and she did so much for love and humanity and healing. So let's talk a little bit about the body. So something that we hear a lot about is a sore back, right? So all depending where your back is sore, and this is general, right? So if I'm working one-on-one with someone, of course we're going to really get specific and go into detail, and we're going to write affirmations specific to that and do healing work just on that. But now we're keeping it general. It's just to give you an idea of where to start. So lower back, fear of money, fear of a lack of money, fear of financial support of some kind, right? So it's right around the pockets and the belt. So a lower back pain really comes back to this type of fear. And an affirmation that you could use for that is, I'm safe. I trust life. So if this is you, write that affirmation down and repeat it even during this waning cycle. It's okay, because we're releasing. We're letting go without judgment, without criticism, without needing to change, because needing to change comes from a space of fear, and we don't want that. We're releasing the fear. The middle part, right? So just in back of the boobs, right in this area, right? In this area, the central back, we'll say it. It's feelings of guilt. Guilt on stuff. Just regular stuff. So it could be work stuff, or things that you said, or things that you did as a mom, or things that you didn't do, or things that you wanted to, just regular guilt stuff. Okay? Now, the bigger the pain or the burn, the bigger the guilt, and the more in need of releasing it. So, an affirmation for that could be, I'm free of my past, and I confidently move forward in my life. I like that. Yeah. So I'm free of my past, and I confidently move forward on my path. All right. Do you like that? Is this resonating with any of you? Amy says, love your energy. Thank you, sweetie. That's so kind. Shirley says, I sure am. I read her books and still listening to her healing audios. Love her, right? When I open up my Akashic records, I always call her energy in, because I love to channel her healing guidance and love, because what I teach and what I'm all about is about health. So healthy mindset, healthy body, healthy emotions, and healthy spiritual life. And I feel she was the embodiment of that. Such a wonderful lady. All right, upper back. So, or shoulders, but mostly upper back, right? So not really this part, but more this part in the back. All right, so it's feelings of a lack of emotional support. So something, a positive affirmation that you could use is, life loves me and I feel supported. I like that. Life loves me and I feel supported. Okay, so it's not enough just to go, oh, my back hurts. You want to take a moment and listen to the message. And a good way of doing that is journaling, right? What about when your head hurts? So when your head hurts, I know you could be saying, I didn't get enough sleep, or maybe I had too much wine, or allergies, or allergies are a whole different topic. But okay, these are just smoke screens keeping you from tapping into the deeper message, right? We want to release whatever is staying in your space. We want to let it go. So if your head hurts, it's about self-criticism. It's about not feeling validated by your own person. And a great affirmation for that is, I love and I approve of myself. I love and I approve of myself. Say it with me. I love and I approve of myself. Yes, perfect. Okay, what about weight? Yes, extra weight has to do with not eating properly, but what pulls you towards making those choices or selecting foods that don't go with you or eating at times that are not good for your body? And weight is tricky, but normally, in general, weight is about fear, protection, maybe oversensitivity, and even anger sometimes, right? So if a person is pushing down the anger, sometimes it's kind of a protection shield so the anger doesn't get out. I remember when I was, and I still remember this, and it's been decades. I remember when I started, I think it was my first or my second NLP course, and it was a long time ago. Shirley says, I love and approve of myself. Yay! Yes! Say it, sing it, dance it, feel it, all of it. And I remember in the audience, this lady got up, and she was quite big, and she didn't realize she was doing it, but we were all students and we were really paying attention. And she was going, I'm scared, I don't know. And she kept doing this with her arms, displaying her shield, how she needs the protection. And then, of course, the teacher brought the attention to her that she was not able to take off any weight because she is keeping it near her as a shield and protection. So her work was not about a better diet or more exercise, although that does help. Her work was raising up her self-confidence and her self-love. Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense. Let me see some hearts and some thumbs up just to make sure that it is resonating with you. And another one that I was kind of inspired to talk about are the knees. Good. Yay. Yay. Love the hearts. Yes, Amy. I love myself in every way. Accepting who we truly are and being real and authentic. Just for that reason. Love it. Okay. Knees. So many people have sore knees, right? So again, we are keeping accidents or allergies or sensitivities or any of that aside. Shirley says, it makes so much sense, right? Right? It makes so much sense. We are focusing on the message that the body is whispering to us, right? So when we understand that language, we can have a conversation back and forth because sometimes we're not aware. Our emotions tell us, but it's not always easy to read it. So if we have the emotional language and the body language and maybe something else, right? Inspiration, also talking to us, it helps steer us in an easier path to grow and feel better. So knees, pride and ego. So throughout our lives, we've been challenged, right? By allowing our pride and our ego just to let go and not be present. Not an easy thing. If we are incredibly proud, and I don't mean the good kind, like, woohoo, I did this, and woohoo, I was able to create this, and woohoo, I love myself. We're not talking about that kind of proud. We're talking about, I don't care. Well, I had to do it, right? Like the mask kind of ego proud. You know what I mean, right? When that is what is steering our ship, the knees will take a hit for sure because the knees are flexible, right? And forgiveness and love and acceptance and going with the flow is everything but stiffness. It's about exactly that, flexibility, about allowing. And let me remind you, you are a woman. You are, in theory, a yin. Yes, there's balance, yang and yin, right? Yin is the female. And we are connected to the moon, which is all about flow. So we're lucky. All we have to do is step into who we truly are. And a great affirmation is, I forgive. I forgive myself and I go with the flow. I like that. It can even be fun to say, I forgive myself and I go with the flow. I forgive myself and I go with the flow. You can write it. So that is a great affirmation. Affirmations really allow us to grow and heal and release, right? And when we do that, if we're taking something out, remember to put back in some love, some appreciation, some joy, some laughter, some gratitude, whatever comes to your heart, not to your mind, but to your heart, we want to put it there. So you're working with learning the language of the body. You're learning to connect with the moon. So this holistic guidance is all about allowing the Scorpio moon deeper feelings to come up to the surface so they can either be, oh, I love that, taken in at a deeper level, or released if it's any kind of shadow work that needs to be done, so they can be released and replaced. How does that sound? Does that sound pretty good? All right. Now, for those of you who are not part of my VIP group, I know a few of you are already on this live. Tomorrow is the Goddess Gab. I love the Goddess Gab. And for those of you that are new to the Goddess Gab, you're going to love it. So in the Goddess Gab, we go deeper into it. And we do some healing work. We open up our Akashic records. We do some tapping work. We do some affirmations. Sometimes we do card pullings. So that is really, really great. And if it is something that you are interested in and you are not part of the VIP group, you can access this two ways: either become part of the VIP group or sign up for a Vibing You program, which you automatically get to be part of the VIP group. So on this note, oh, Shirley says, I forgive myself and I go with the flow. I love it. I am dealing with the left knee and ankle right now. Okay. So left will oftentimes correspond to emotional stuff. Now, Shirley, I know a little bit about your life and what's going on right now. So I would say, and it's really just being channeled, coming to terms with where you are at in your healing process is what's needed right now. Maybe you're not where you want to be in your healing process, but where you're at right now is okay, and it's good. So allow yourself to accept that and bring love into your heart for yourself and everything that you're going through right now at this moment. And allow this love just to flow down to your knee and to your ankle. Your ankle is really allowing you to move forward in your emotional life. So, and it really, really makes sense how your body is telling you that you're kind of like going forward, but kind of breaking at the same time. Just allow yourself to embrace where you are at in your healing process. Does that make sense to you, Shirley? All right, goddesses. So I am going to wish you a beautiful Wednesday. If you are interested in knowing more about the Goddess Gab and the VIP, let me know. the VIP crew, we are meeting tomorrow, 1 p.m. on Zoom for all of that. Yes, there'll be a replay, but it's always fun to be live. And please remember, if there's anything specific you want to work on for healing, you need to send that over to me ahead of time. I need to know, like today would be great. And on that note, beautiful goddesses, holding love and light and healing for all of you, sending you much love and light, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.